Welcome to Certified Spooky Podcast. We are back. Episode 14 with our Halloween edition. Happy Halloween. When you're hearing
Happy
this.
Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
It is currently Hallows Eve, October 31st, 2020. We're here with a special episode.
We hope you're having fun out there, getting candy if
Social distancing.
COVID world allows you to.
If anything changes by then.
I know Riverside is closed up. I don't know about everything else.
If you're getting anything good, yo, comment on our post and let us know what candy you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instagram at
Leave a review.
leave a
Hey.
review. 5 stars on Apple, Spotify, Podbean. Are we on Podbean?
I don't know.
We're probably not. So actually, don't go to Podbean.
We might be.
We might. If you're
Hey,
listening on Podbean,
If we're there, we're there.
If you're listening on Podbean right now, shout out to you because you're
Yeah.
the only one.
Yo, Google Play, Amazon Music,
There you go.
Yeah.
Go to our. Let's get it out of the way right now, real quick.
podcast.com.
We got
No,
you.
People don't want to
You're-
hear this.
They don't. All right,
All right.
we'll save it. But happy
We're
Halloween.
wearing
Well, we have to
Costumes.
tell them, and we have to make it because it's scary, you know.
We'll do it randomly at
If
some
just
point in
people
the
go,
middle.
Hey, check this out! Check this out! Check this out!
I'll do
welcome
it
to the Halloween
randomly at some
episode.
point in the episode. I'm just gonna randomly say it.
For those of you only listening, go check out our YouTube. YouTube / what?
Because
YouTube.com/The Certified Average Podcast.
Hey.
We got a video going of us talking, and we're in costumes, and we got the set decorated.
Yeah, look at this.
As you can
Look at
see,
this
if
set.
you're watching
It's
and there's
incredible.
no technical issues,
Mind blown.
it's beautiful here. So
I'm
Chase,
a
yeah,
really
sorry.
hot, super just
hey, say-
sexy
say
vampire
cheese.
guy, long, luxurious hair, and yeah. My
So-
name's Salsador.
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 It sounds more like
Dude, let me get a smile.
Evan's taking selfies. If you could probably hear it in the audio.
All right, so
Give me-
for
give
you
me
that are
one.
listening, you
hey,
can't see
if you're
my
watching
awesome,
the podcast,
Oh.
say cheese on the count of 3. 1,
Why did you
2,
waste film on
3.
that?
Cheese.
You just wasted a thing of film.
I wasted things of film taking pictures of you too.
Yeah,
Oh
true.
man,
All right. So
Never mind.
Chase,
All right, yeah.
We look alike.
Chase, what are you?
True. So I am dressed up as a pirate, the Walmart version of Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean.
you're Captain,
You're Captain
Zach.
Zach Sparrow.
Captain Zach. Captain Zach.
Captain Zach
The
over here.
best.
Captain Zach would be like, I feel like that's like a surfer dude. Whoa, hey, what's up, guys?
Captain Zach, man.
You guys know where the
Ahoy,
gold
matey.
is? Ahoy, dudes.
Captain Zach
But,
sounds like a kid's version of like a Disney, like a
It's like
It's a
that-
Nickelodeon.
Disney Junior
It's some
TV show.
Yeah.
Captain Zach. All right, Chase, give me a
Hey,
pirate accent.
everybody. What?
Give him the pirate talk. Yeah, you talk like.
No, I can't.
All right.
He's nervous.
All right. So
What
I'm.
are you?
Stage fright.
I am the one from the Matrix. I'm the one only Neo, Keanu Reeves, one of the greatest of all time. I got the trench coat and everything. Bought it on Amazon.
Have any
And-
weapons?
Show us the
No
show us
idea.
the gun.
You always
You know,
stay
I got
strapped.
that blicky on me, bro. I got the. What brand is this?
Yo,
It
it's
doesn't
not
have a brand.
Nerf.
It's
not
I bought
even
it-
a Nerf.
Dude, I
This
bought,
is nothing. It's Nerf or nothing.
I bought
This
that
is
on
nothing.
I bought that on Black Friday a couple years ago for like $2.
Why did you buy that?
'Cause it
Out of
was
everything.
$2.
Yeah, it's
and
not
a-
Nerf was
it's
a
not
lot
a-
more expensive.
It's not a Nerf. It's a friend.
It's Nerf for nothing.
So I got the gun to complete the Neo costume. Got the glass and everything. I'm feeling good. And then
Evan, what are you?
last but not least at all,
Take a wild guess. What do you think I am?
we can't see you. Wink, wink, wink.
Exactly.
You're
I'm a ghost.
invisible.
I'm literally wearing a bed sheet I bought at Target this morning. And to spice things up, I'm wearing a AAA 500 Auto Speedway hat.
NASCAR.
NASCAR, yeah.
Try and guess who got their costume last minute. You'll never be able to guess who.
You'll never know.
And if you guess it right,
It's Chase.
Yeah,
yeah, it was
Captain Zach.
Captain Zach over here.
All right, so in honor of this Halloween episode,
Hold on, we don't even know what Hunter is.
He
said
went
he
first.
I am Salsador.
Wait, you went first?
yes,
did.
Yes.
When did you do that?
Where are you?
I
My outfit's priceless.
don't like how you're petting your hair. It's
what
kind of
accent
Well,
creepy.
you
is
got
that?
a bobby pin in your hair too.
yeah,
I
he's
was
petting
born
his
in
hair.
1540.
That's kind of weird. You're
That's
petting
when
your
I was
hair, bro.
bit.
Yeah, dude, don't be weird and pet your hair.
I mean, come on. Let's be
Dude,
mature. here.
everyone who has long hair pets their hair.
I could say that's
Especially
true.
if
They probably
it's
do this all the
suave
time.
like
just
this.
the ear
You look
thing.
like Fabio if he was a vampire.
I look hotter than Fabio, let's be real.
Dang.
Even now, I'm kind of like,
You look
Brushing
like you'd
my
be
hair
on
back.
the cover of those romance novels you find at Barnes and Noble.
get him. He needs the
Yeah.
sword, bro.
Weird vampire ones for the
There you
emo
go.
girls.
I don't know, where's
They,
the, where's
they
the
always have a
sword?
sword for some reason. Look at that.
All right,
Freaking
so
hot.
What the back of that book would be like Salsador, meets
Salsador,
Maria.
country girl meets country girl, and she falls in
No,
love
for
to his.
Salsador, he'd have like a flamenco guitar with him. And he'd just be
Yeah.
sitting
But
up there
I should have brought my
with
guitar
a
down.
skirt on, like a kilt.
He's gotta have a
Oh,
kilt too for some
got
reason.
images
like,
of me in your head, boy.
I've seen too many of those books.
We've read too many of them.
Pause. Hold on.
Whoa.
All right, but
All right.
so
Alright.
let's kick off the episode.
That's a scary thought, isn't it?
On this, it is boom Halloween. But on this podcast, if you listen consistently, you know that we talk about movies probably in every single episode.
oh yeah.
And so in
That's
honor
right.
of Halloween, we're just gonna chit chat about some classic Halloween movies, some good, some awful.
Some bad
Which we'll get
ones.
to.
Our favorite
Awful.
ones.
Yep. We're also gonna talk about some spooky stories.
Some personal scary
Our own
stories that
personal
we've all
stories.
gone through. Like when
Ghost or real?
I know
They
I'm
are.
right here.
let's give it up for the Evan moment of the episode, guys. Evan moment of the episode.
It cuts
Now
to
you can
sounds
sit
like,
there and do nothing.
Can I have a high five, please? You're just leaving me hanging.
Evan, we can't see you.
he
Bro.
didn't
you
see
were
your
doing-
hand, bro. What do you mean?
thought you were doing some ghost thing.
Some ghost thing,
I
bro.
can't. I literally can't.
You know ghosts be putting their
See,
arms
You
in
weren't
the
looking
air.
at me. You were just
Ghosts are like, hey, slap a skin.
Slap skin, slap five everything.
Slap 5 everything.
Oh.
Slap, slap, slap. Clap,
Alright,
clap, clap. Sorry.
All right, so let's start off with some stories. Chase, you want to start it off?
So I used to work at the Mission Inn. That's here in Riverside in California. For those people that are listening outside of California.
Shout
Do
out
we
to
have
you.
out of state
Hey,
listeners?
yeah, we do.
Hey,
We have
you
some
know-
out of the country.
Bro, we have some in like Europe,
Comment
Yo.
where you
and
live.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Comment where you live. Your address. Tell us your address.
Yeah, what's your last name, your middle name, your first name?
Make sure you save some of that candy for us.
Blake
We're
Adam
coming
if you're
for
out
it.
there.
Yo, next episode we'll talk about Blake Adam.
Yeah.
Blake
But if you're
Adam.
listening on Podbean, odds are we already know exactly where you live. We have
Shout
your
out
location
Podbean.
pinpoint.
we got you.
We got you on the map on Podbean.
Everyone listening right now is so scared.
Everyone's like, wait.
Could you imagine?
They're like, oh,
Bro, I'd be terrified.
the
Someone's
cheer at
like
the door.
this. They're like, wait, if I leave a review, they know where I'm at?
Yep. If you
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we got you.
what's
We're
Jersey
pinpointing.
Mike's lover.
Oh, yeah, we're coming.
Bro,
No,
we got you.
If we know where you live, leave a review.
If we've been to your
If we
house,
don't
leave a
know,
review. Tell
We're
us.
gonna find out, so leave a review.
You might see Evan outside your house late at night in his creepy ghost costume.
Yep.
With my AAA hat.
We should start a boy band, but Halloween themed.
What?
What's our name?
I don't know.
Slap bats.
Rob Bat and Bat.
Rotten pumpkin. I don't know.
Loaded diaper.
Yo, that's good,
Loaded
bro.
diaper.
Bro, I just thought of it on the spot.
All right, but Chase,
On
your
the
story.
fly.
Sat candy.
Gross.
Okay. All right. So yeah, back to the Mission Inn. I used to work there as a bellman. Evan. Well,
I
not-
also used to work there as a bellman.
Evan's
Fired, bro.
got
These three
fired.
all worked at the
Fun
machine at
fact.
some
Okay,
point.
wait, hold on. I need to share this on the podcast.
Share it.
Is it Halloween themed?
Whoever, I'm kind of scared.
Okay.
Okay, so I tweeted, I wonder if I still work at the Mission Inn because, COVID kind of put things on pause. And I wake up the following morning and I see a tweet from a account with the @Mission Inn Hotel quoted my tweet. And the tweet said, "Nah, you suck."
Wow.
Just straight up, nah, you suck. They had 0
And
followers.
That's
I
so
thought it was
sad.
I thought it was kind of funny, and it got some attention. And then I come to find out a couple days later, one of my friends who works at the hotel DM'd me and said, "Hey, management knows about the fake Mission Inn account. Just letting you know." And I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like, "Well, I didn't make the account," and I guess they are under the impression that I made the account, kind of going as their.
Dang.
That shows what
so-
they think of you, bro. They think you're the type of person to tweet something, make
Yo,
an
that-
account just to get traction on your tweet.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not have the creativity to do that. I would have never thought to, or the energy to make a fake Mission Inn account and roast myself.
If you created that account, leave
And
a
I'm mad
review.
that they
Let us
beat me to
know.
it.
Let us know who you are.
Yo,
Leave
at
a
the
review.
Mission Inn. Yo, leave a review.
What if it's actually them?
I'd be so upset.
It's like the owner. He's actually like, haha, you suck.
The Mission Inn made a whole nother account to flame Evan.
Yeah, they did.
They made a burner account.
All right, but Chase.
All right. So that
That's-
place.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So yeah.
All right.
So the Mission Inn is really old. It's like from 1902 is when it was built. So it's over 118 years old. And so so many people have said like, is it haunted? And people have many stories of it being haunted. And so me working there, I actually got to experience some of those, I guess, ghostly experiences or feeling that it was haunted. And so one night, the one that like, there's really only two things happened to me. One, a quick one was, so Bellman, you know, they take bags around the hotel. So we were taking some bags for someone's wedding up to their room. And so it was like me, another bellman, and like the wedding coordinator, so she could let us in their room. So we all go. This is up on the 4th floor, and people say like the 4th floor. There's only 4 floors. It's not a huge hotel, but the 4th floor is like people say it's like the most haunted one. And so we go to their room and we open the door. And as soon as we open the door and we walk into the room, we hear like a loud bang, like a huge like boom, and we all just quickly looked at each other and we're like, "Did you hear that?" And we were kind of like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." So we just like hurried up and put the bags in there and then we got out of there. Like that was kind of like, you know, maybe you can explain it as, you know, something else, like maybe a window or something was open.
Evan, is that the same floor where the bird was like in that room?
What room?
I don't know. You had a
The
video.
bird?
of, like,
No, the bird was in the room in the 4th floor with the massive dome.
but it was on the 4th floor
Room
too.
433.
Still
yeah.
on the 4th floor.
It was a crow. I don't know.
So,
but- yeah.
So yeah, the things that people say why
I'm
the
a
fourth,
bird. Ah! You
Cut
guys
his
not-
audio.
Sorry.
No,
You
yeah.
guys not know that video? Was it like Chief Keef or something?
I'm a bird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
Are you bird man?
Potentially.
Next
was
story,
good.
That's
please.
a good one.
It was good. It was good.
Thanks.
Ah!
That was good.
So reasons why people say the 4th floor is like haunted is because like the guy who built the hotel, Frank Miller, like he used to live at the hotel along with like, you know, his family and then like even like his sister and whatnot. And so they say that the sister had passed away in one of the rooms up on the 4th floor, and I think it's like 402. And so people say that that's like the most haunted room there. And so
I know that room.
one time, so
Yeah.
Hunter, so like Hunter used to work there as well, but he worked down in the spa. So one night I was like, "Yo, let's go up into the 402 room and check it out at night and see if it's actually spooky." So we went up into that room, and I felt kind of weird going in that room. Did you feel like weird going in that room? You know,
Vampire.
oh yeah.
No.
It was home.
Salsa door doesn't feel anything. But yeah, people say like that room's kind of creepy. But so my other story though, that I actually felt something, because you know, like when you watch the ghost shows, like they, you know, like someone like, "Oh, I feel cold," or "I feel
I
like
got chills in my
dizzy."
spine.
Yeah. So again, we were taking some bags up for someone's wedding, and this is up on the 4th floor. And on the 4th floor, like over in the corner of the hotel, there's like this huge rotunda stairway. It's a big stairway, and they said that someone had jumped off that stairway and committed suicide, and people have like felt things around that stairway. Like
There's
that's,
several stories of people dying.
yeah,
on
I think,
Rotunda.
and then like I think a lady like she jumped off with her and her baby, basically killed herself and her
Yeah.
baby. Like that's something crazy
Like
too.
if you go all, like, you know how it goes all the way down to the basement,
Yeah.
and there's kind of a dip in the concrete. That's where the body hit. And then also, if you go down the stairs, for every floor, there's like 2 pillars where like a
yeah, and
lantern
the
is.
light,
I think the third one to the second floor, one of the lanterns is missing because
because that's where they hit the lantern.
they like landed on it and like got
Yeah.
impaled.
Crazy.
Oh.
But like there used to not be railings
No, yeah.
built on,
so you
on
would
like
just
onto the stairs.
That's so
Bro, why
terrifying.
were
There's
people
no
in,
way I'm
like-
walking up that?
Why were people a long time ago not safe at all? Like cars didn't have seatbelts. They weren't railings and whatnot.
I don't know.
Did they just not
They
care
were
about
dumb.
anything?
It was crazy. Even in like you see those old videos of like when they would build skyscrapers, like dudes were just walking on
Yeah.
the beams with
It's like
no,
Charlie
like,
Chaplin
They
quick.
would just
Yeah,
fall.
you're just like, what are you doing?
Just falling off all
Um,
the time.
So this one night, it's like me and another bellman. We take some bags to this room, and so we had like little earpieces, you know, so we like for the radio, so we can all talk to each other and tell, you know, what rooms to go to next. And so we both walk into this room and we're putting the bags down, and all of a sudden, like I hear kind of like someone like trying to talk to us, but it's like static. It's like, and I'm kind of like, oh, like, what are they saying? So I look to the guy that I'm with, and I'm like, yo, I was like, what are they saying? I was like, I can't tell. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, someone's trying to talk, like they're saying something. And he's like, I don't hear anything. And like at that moment, all of a sudden, like I felt super dizzy. Like I got like really dizzy, like as if like I just came off like a crazy roller coaster. And I was kind of like, yo, I was like, I got to get out of here. So like we were done. So I hurried up and got out of that room. And then like after that, I felt fine. But it was just like at that moment, I was like maybe one of the ghosts was trying to communicate.
You got
and then I
possessed.
felt super like Maybe I'm possessed.
I'm sensing a pattern because both of these stories had to do with you carrying wedding stuff.
Maybe the lady that jumped off was about to get married.
Or I was gonna say maybe if you get married at the hotel, you're bound to have you're done.
You're doomed.
I have
Good luck.
submission in stories.
Yeah,
It's part of your
Hunter's got
wedding
some
contract
too.
you signed.
Yeah.
You will be haunted by ghosts.
Spill it.
We just don't know which one.
Well,
Good luck.
One time I was walking because the rotundas where the big spiral staircase is,
Mhm.
and like sometimes people will throw parties down at the bottom. And so I remember I was going to get juice in the kitchen one day, and I'm walking by, and there was like this huge statue that they put up at the very bottom in the middle.
Oh yeah.
It was all black, and it was like there was like witches down there like having a party. Like it was all decorated like super scary, but like there was like some demonic little creature on the statue like
That's
in the
weird.
middle.
What's the
And I
name
was
for like
what is going on?
what's the name for the practice of witchcraft? It's like it starts with a BR, some
Brunswick.
Brunswick, yeah.
I don't
Keep
know.
going though.
All right, so that happened one day, and that just creeped me out. But then there was this story of, it's not my story, it's another story that I heard from one of the what are they called?
Men.
Clean up in the room.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
I was
That's
gonna
what I
say
was thinking. For.
custodian.
Custodian.
So one of the housekeepers went in the room because she was told to go in there and clean it up, and so she went inside, and as soon as she opened the door, she saw this huge just dark figure in there, like in the dark, and so she closed it, and so she told
Yeah,
management
told
like,
someone.
hey, why'd you tell me to go in the room? There was someone in there, I'm not supposed to, I can't go in there. And so they were like, no one's been in there all day, like no one's had that room at all.
What?
And she was like super scared
She's freaked
because she
out.
saw this yeah.
So she was just
I have,
shadow
a, I, have
figure
a,
in
I have
there.
a story like that Bobby told me when I was working there
Bobby.
couple months ago. But this is like Bobby's story, and
Uh-huh.
it like happened while I was on my shift, but like in the middle of the day. And Bobby came back and he was kind
kind of shaken up.
of shaking up, and he goes,
Dang.
"Yo, he was like, feel my hand, I'm shaking right now." But basically, so Bobby was a supervisor at the time, so he was kind of, if anything that was serious needed to be addressed, they would call in Bobby.
Bobby was on it.
Yo, Bobby.
Bobby was on it.
Bye-bye.
No, shout out to Bobby too. Anyways, so Bobby gets called and it's the front desk and said, "Hey, we need you to help move these guests out. They're leaving. Security's already up there." So Bobby was like, "Okay." I thought, all right, this is gonna be kind of weird. So Bobby goes up, and he says that when he gets there, there's 3 security guys, and they're like, "Yeah, this girl's kind of shaken up. She's like really frantic." And Bobby goes in the room, and the girl's like packing up her bags with her boyfriend super quick. And he starts asking like, "Hey, my name's Bobby. I'm here to help you out. Is there like what's going on?" And basically, this is the weekend of Hard Summer, that festival that goes on. And the girl was basically saying, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend and I went to Hard Summer last night, and we decided to stay here at the hotel." She goes, "But honestly, like last night, I was rolling pretty hard. I, was doing all kinds of stuff." She goes, "So me and my boyfriend came back." She goes, "And all I remember is we were not sober. And then my boyfriend and I kind of had our fun. And then she said,
What does that mean?
I will let
That's on the Patreon,
you
right?
decide." Yes.
Yes, Patreon.
We'll
But
show you.
she then goes and says,
okay.
and I remember during that, I look over and I see by our bed and like in between our bed and the window, like a silhouette of an adult figure and then 4 little children figures beside him.
What?
It's
And
kind of
she said, she's telling this all to Bobby, and she's like, and then we just like, she's like, I didn't pay any attention to it at all, kind of didn't focus on it. She goes, and then we ended up falling asleep, and then I wake up the next morning, and she's like, I was still shaken up. And she was basically going on to tell Bobby again. She goes, "Yeah, I actually work in the service industry myself. I work at a hotel back where we live, somewhere like Northern California." She goes, "But I know like how hotels work, all the different standards, what's required for a room, yada, yada, yada." And then she goes, "So how many shoe shining tickets do you have in each room? Like, what's the standard?" And Bobby goes to tell her, "Oh, each room has 2 shoe shining tickets." He's like, "But I don't really see kind of what you're getting
Yeah,
at
what do
here.
you, yeah, what does that have to do with the ghost?
She goes, so, like, what? Yeah, we have 2 in each room. And then she goes, okay, well, I thought that was the case because at the hotel I work at, we also have 2. And she goes, but here, go grab that hanger in the closet and count how many shoe tickets there are. And Bobby goes in, grabs the hanger because the shoe tickets are attached to those, and then counts out one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she goes, see exactly. She goes, I saw 5 figures last night.
Well,
And now, for some reason, there are 5 shoe shining tickets. And she goes, and for some reason, like, I don't know if there's a ghost or whatever, or if it's haunted, or maybe if it was just an honest mistake. She goes, but this is just freaking me out too much. So we have to leave right now.
we're out.
2 stars.
And even Bobby's like, as he's holding the stack in his hands and he's kind of laying them out on the bed, counting out each shoe shining ticket, he goes, yeah, dude, it was really freaky. He goes, so I helped him kind of get their stuff back to their car. And he's like,
Got
well,
out
yeah.
of there.
So
I'm surprised they even like slept through the night.
Yeah, right.
I'm
well,
dipping.
she
The
said, like,
second I
she
see
said
that-
like they were literally
Whatever.
tripping and rolling so hard that like they just knocked out because they had no
Yeah.
energy.
That's
But,
crazy.
ran out the room butt naked. I
'Cause
don't
it-
care.
She goes, but she was like, but like maybe she goes, I understand that like I was under the influence of some sort. So like
Yeah.
maybe I was just seeing it was my imagination.
We
She's
don't
like,
condone
but
that
the
here.
amount of shoe shining tickets that you have, like it really creeps me out now.
That's crazy.
That reminds me of some.
Wait,
You can.
I bet the
just wanted a weird pause, but
no.
no, I do. There are more Michelin stories
yeah,
that
I
I have.
bet the like people
got
at the
one
front
too before you guys
desk,
are done.
people at the front desk, I bet they have tons of stories of more of probably people calling in the
Speaking
middle of
of
the night and
front
letting
desk.
them know, like that they saw a ghost or something. Because I remember some girl was saying that like there's one of the rooms up on the 4th floor that, so like the guy who owned the hotel, Frank Miller, he like stayed in this one room and it had like a stairway, like a little stairs you can go up onto the roof and you can walk like across the roof over like atop the room next door. And he would do that, I guess, like every morning. He would like wake up in the mornings and go up on the roof and then walk across and like watch like the sunrise. And, people had said that they heard like people that stayed in the room, the one next to his room, sometimes in the middle of the night or early in the morning, they would hear footsteps on the top of the room.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm
so
good.
Those
I'm gonna
people
pass.
like sometimes people like the girl was telling me that like, people would call and complain about it, thinking like, "Yo, I think there's people up on the roof," and they're like, "No, there's not.
There's no one there.
There's no one there."
Run.
Dude,
Get
there's
out
been
of there.
times where the elevator doors will just randomly open and close as I'm like
Like walking
delivering
up to it?
multiple bags on one
Uh-huh.
floor. Yeah.
That's creepy. Honey,
There's so many
Speaking
Michelin
of front
stories.
desk,
Well, my dad
Yeah.
used to work at the Mission Inn, and he like had a job where he would do everything he said, and so he was at the front desk one night, and it was just him alone. And it was like I think midnight or maybe even later, and like one of the like managers or something came up to him and was talking to him, and then all of a sudden they heard a knock in a door right behind him. And the only way to get in the door is to go in this other door, like right on the side. And so they opened the door like immediately as soon as it knocked, and there was no one in there. And they looked on the side and nobody was like leaving. And so they were super spooked out.
yeah,
But then another story was that a coworker of his was down in like the basement, and he saw this like a little girl walking down there. And he was like, "Oh, little girl, like you're not supposed to be down here." And when she like turned the corner, he like followed her, turned the corner, and she was
yeah, she was
completely gone.
gone.
Oh, I've heard that story.
Why
yeah.
is it always like
A kid,
little, like, yeah,
Yeah.
evil kids?
Maybe it was that kid where the lady jumped off and killed
maybe
herself. with
they're
the
just
baby.
running around the hotel.
potentially.
Because at the Mission
Possibly.
Inn,
Have any of you been inside the catacombs underneath?
I have, yeah.
I haven't, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
It just sketches me
So-
out. I've seen videos and photos. It sketches me out too much.
It's super scary down there. Like, so under the Mission Inn, like, it's kind of creepy. Like how you get to them, it's like back in like this like kitchen kind of area.
You have
it's
to go like by
weird.
the kitchen and through like the ballrooms, like
Yeah.
the piano room to get to
and then
the door.
it's this like creepy little stairway, and it like goes down, and then like when you first go down the stairs, like there's just this long hallway, and like there's no lights basically. Like it dead ends, and then you could like turn right and go down that even more, and then I don't know how far that goes. Like I don't know if it just keeps going. It's like there's secret tunnels all over Riverside.
I heard
but-
they closed it off. They like built like
Like
like brick walls inside.
Probably, I assume at one point though, because I heard someone say that those tunnels used to go all the way over to like Mount Rubidoux. Because
They-
on top of Mount Rubidoux, there's those weird looking like castle things,
Yeah.
and there's
Oh,
doors,
yeah.
and there's doors, and supposedly like you could like you
Yo,
go
you
in
gotta
those
go in
doors
there.
and you like go down.
Well, so it connects to Mount Rubidoux, but it
Yeah.
also connects to CBU because
Dang, so it
CBU
goes
has
all-
catacombs under the James Building.
Does it?
And your dad was telling me the James Building, which is like the oldest building on campus, used to be like a mental hospital or like an insane
Oh
asylum.
yeah, I think I heard about.
Before
yeah.
CBU was like a college, the building
It was a hospital. Yeah,
was
mental
like that,
hospital.
and there's catacombs underneath the basement, and like those are all locked up. And rumor is, and I heard it from your dad, and I heard it from public safety when I used to work on campus, and they're like, yeah, they connect like all throughout Riverside. They go to the Mission Inn, and then like from the Mission Inn it goes to Mount Rubidoux, and then from there, I think it connects to somewhere else, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
We gotta
like-
get down there.
So I went down there because like around Halloween time, downtown Riverside usually will have like this ghost walk event.
I hate
So
that.
like
That was the scariest thing
Me
in
and
my
Mason
life, bro.
were scared to death.
so you could go to this ghost walk and they
I
take
was
you
like
to
14.
they take you to different points around.
Wait, no, it's way earlier than that. Because I was like 6.
Well, bro, I'm still scared now. So
A few of the things they go to aren't scary, but then there's like they'll go to like some house and tell you like some scary story. But for one of the things, this like artist guy was having like an art show at the Mission Inn, and he wanted to put some of his art down in the catacombs, and the Mission Inn let him. But he only put some of his art like kind of like right when you go down the steps, like it was just right there, so people wouldn't go that far. You would probably just go down, look at it, and then come back up. But it was like a special event. His was. So I think you had to buy tickets to it. So it's not like everyone was just going in the catacombs. But
like no public
so-
access.
we were helping him, and so like we were carrying stuff down there, and then that's when I carried something down there, and then like everyone else was going back up, and I was like, I'm gonna keep going. So I walked down all the way, dude. So at the end, at the first like that first hallway, once you walk all the way down, if you look left, there's this like big glass, or not glass, but probably plexiglass.
Plexiglass.
Plexiglass. Sounds like an
Blam,
infomercial.
blam.
Get your plexiglass. There's like this big old window, or whatever, and behind it is like a suit of armor. There's a suit of armor
My
down
mom
there,
has seen that. Yeah.
I
I
just
don't know
picture like
why.
Iron Man behind it.
right? Tony Stark's down there.
Just randomly.
So I walked.
It's like
I
the
walked.
Mach 30 suit.
Yeah, I walked all the way down to there, and then I made the right, and I kept walking, and I had like a little flashlight just on my phone, and so I'm
Yeah.
just walking, and I made it like a good halfway down, but then like I felt like I heard footsteps behind me. It was probably just my footsteps echoing, but it like kind of was like freaking me out. So I was like, oh nope, and I like ran back and went back, and I got out of there. But I actually got to go down in there, and it was just creepy.
Dude, did
Lucky.
you know that like okay, so at the Mission Inn, the catacombs before they were closed off, they used to security when they would do their checks throughout the night, they would have to hit certain checkpoints
Mm-hmm.
and like mark that they checked it through like some system that they had.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of check marks down in the catacombs. So like Gabe, who was a bellman,
Yeah.
who used to work security, he was like, "Yeah, dude, I hated having to go down to the
And
catacombs.
check
'cause, like,
it.
it was so cold
Dang.
and just so dark." And he goes, and just something always felt off. He goes, and that suit
Yeah.
of armor always freaks me out.
I
It's
wonder
kind
if
of
people who stay at the Mission Inn know that's down there.
that there's like a.
I've had guests ask me before. They're like, "So we hear this is haunted. Tell us about this, the suit of armor,
Yeah.
the people dying in the rotunda." And I was like,
Every single guest,
like,
like-
you don't want to take your wedding photos there anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's supposedly a photo in where Casey's Cupcakes is. They used to not be there, and there was like a photo that someone took, and like you could see a face inside of like
In
the
the, window.
darkness in there. Yeah.
Oh,
in the
really?
window.
Because another thing that people don't know that's at the Mission Inn is like back behind Casey's Cupcakes. You've seen it. I'm sure I haven't seen it. There's an exact replica of these It's like stairs, and I guess it's an exact replica of the stairs that's inside the Statue of Liberty. So I guess they're like it's. I don't know why, and I don't know why the Mission Inn has it. I guess it's probably just because the guy who owned the Mission Inn, Frank Miller, he was like a big time collector. He just collected stuff from when he traveled. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
somehow got an exact replica of this like it's like a real skinny spiral staircase, like, and it goes all the way up, I think, to the 4th floor. And they just have that. It's like randomly another thing that's just hidden back there in the Mission Inn. which is weird.
Yeah, he
But-
wanted like the stuff he collected to be incorporated into the architecture of the hotel,
Yeah,
and also just like spread throughout.
because they said like there's over 600 bells.
Yeah,
That's why for people like that know Riverside or like that's why Riverside symbol's like a bell, and it obviously starts from the Mission Inn with the mission bells that he collected and whatnot. So, but yeah,
it's just
for,
a Mission in
for
Haunted
everyone,
podcast.
so everyone listening or
Non-mission.
people
I have a
watching,
non-mission in one.
um,
Oh, it makes sense instead of word for like.
But yeah,
I don't
30
know what the
minutes.
mission is.
Just
I don't know
listen.
what it.
but no,
I
yeah.
don't know
So
anything there.
just go Google Mission Inn like scary stories or whatever, and I bet you could find maybe some YouTube videos.
I
or
actually
something.
just did, and there's a lot of people that are like the ghost hunter blogs. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we haven't found anything, but they're like, we haven't experienced anything ourselves. But we
they
would
hear all
always
these
ask.
stories.
We would always ask like the bartenders, and they would always have so many stories.
Oh, okay.
Or the front desk agents or bellman are like the top 3 people to ask.
Alrighty, mate.
Well, they're at a bar, you know.
Tell us a story.
All right, so
That is true.
it wasn't like a ghost or anything, but it was really creepy. I was driving. I think I was driving home from work one night, and I was like coming down the 60, and you take the 60 and you get onto the 215 to come back to our house, and like I had my music playing, but I could kind of like hear something, so I turned my music down, and then like I heard, I don't know what it was, but it sounded like someone saying, "You should go follow us on Instagram at the Certified Average Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at the Cap Tweets. Subscribe to our YouTube at the Certified Average Podcast. We have a Patreon currently. It's in our link in our bio. You can go check it out. If you feel like subscribing to it, then feel free to. We'll have bonus content and extra benefits in it. So I told you I was going to do it at a random point,
He got him. He got
and I
him.
got
Well,
it out.
No,
now.
he
Yeah,
got
I got
us.
more stories.
I don't have any scary stories
I
at
got more
all.
stories.
Nothing happens to me. But Evan, this man is haunted.
Oh yeah. Oh
Evan
yeah.
is haunted.
Oh yeah.
Tell him.
Bro, I'm a ghost.
Tell 'em.
Of course I'm haunted.
So
Tell him.
One
Oh,
day-
which won't tell him what?
I'll
Let's
tell
talk
about
about
the-
TV first.
I'll say
Talk
about
about
the
TV.
TV. I'll say about the lights.
Mason, no, and then also you guys experienced. Tell us about that story with the scream at the model home.
Oh,
Yeah, that one
First,
too.
So Evan
Okay.
started. So let's start with the lights. Let's start with
I
that,
can't
right?
forget the
Okay.
scratches either.
We
The
will-
lights
we'll
is
talk
like
about
just
that.
literally everywhere
Dude,
I
it still
drive with
happens. I noticed it the other night when I was driving home.
everywhere I drive with Evan, whenever his car passes like
A street light.
a street light,
The
it
will
turns
shut
off or starts flickering.
Kind of creepy.
Literally, whenever I'm driving to the same place, it never happens. I'm with anybody else, it doesn't happen. But when I'm with Evan, those lights flicker and they shut off.
Or
Evan
like
is
when
haunted.
Mason's in my car, I'll be like,
Just
watch.
always happens.
I was like, it's become so normal to me now. I'm like, oh yeah, street light turned
This man
off
is
right as
haunted,
I'm
bro.
underneath it. Great.
And then about the TV,
So
Well, this was happening a lot, like at one.
it was in like
Period
a
of
span of
time.
1 month. It was consistently happening.
So like there was a lot of lights going off, and then one.
oh no,
morning,
it still happens.
well, it still happens, but this was like
Oh, it was
everything
like,
was
hey,
happening
last
all
night.
at once.
We would get it on video too. We
it
had
was at 3 a.m.
303.
Bro, I'm never even awake that late.
All right,
Gap.
So
Gap.
Hunter came over one night, and then, dude, I don't even remember the story that well.
The TV one.
Yeah, I don't remember
We
exactly.
were in
what-
the living room, and all of a sudden the TV changes to like super slow motion, and the TV's talking, and it's like.
Oh, we have that on video too. It's in somewhere in my Snapchat memories.
Yeah, that's creepy.
No, I don't even think the TV was going slow. Just
No,
the
it was-
noise.
So the footage was playing at normal speed.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a medicine
and
commercial.
it was like some like
that's weird.
Afrin commercial or
was
whatever.
Yeah, all of a sudden it
But
was
the
just going
audio
super
was
creepy.
sounded like a ghost was talking. It was so sketchy.
And yeah, we were creeped out. And then one morning you woke up with
Oh, I
Scratch.
just had like scratches on my back and like my abdomen and my ribs.
but like
Everywhere.
a lot of
But like
scratches.
a bunch of scratches.
You like can't reach where he had scratches
And
on
there's
his
no way
back.
because like my nails are like really really short, so there's like no way it was me.
It was like
Very creepy.
bright red.
Evan is demonic.
Yeah.
And then the model home. When you guys went to
Okay.
go
Oh,
check
yeah.
out. So over here, where they live, there's
Have we
some model
told this?
homes that were no.
Just,
There were some model homes that were being built, and these guys wanted to go scope them out.
we were bored. Went to a model home. We
Like
went
literally like-
inside.
like
it was
it
like
backs
the
up to our
first
house.
It was like it was like the first home.
Like
built.
5 minutes before they closed too.
So we go in, and we're the only ones in the house looking around, and then all of a sudden, we hear this super.
So I'm getting
Loud woman
I'm
scream.
getting a Snapchat video of the house,
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, welcome to MTV, welcome to my crib. You got some cool chairs here, some cool bookshelves. Mason and Hunter at the stove, kind of acting like they're cooking and whatnot. And as I'm like panning left, like in the background, you hear like this woman like scream at the top of her lungs.
yeah.
It sounded like it was in the house.
It sounded like it was upstairs.
Yeah.
And we were just upstairs. We just came back downstairs to check out the kitchen. And we were the last ones in the house too.
What's
'Cause,
crazy?
Another
is,
family like left.
They caught it on video too, so maybe you guys
we could
post
throw it
it.
in the video.
We could post it, yeah.
Post it, or just
Yeah, you'll
post that
see it.
as on IG or something. You know,
You can. It doesn't sound like it's coming from outside. It
And
sounds.
if it was outside, there was no homes built yet. Like,
Yeah, no.
because these are all model.
And you
homes.
would have
Nobody
had
was
to been.
around.
It, we
You would
were
have had
just
to
in
been
a dirt
close.
lot.
Yeah.
You would have had to been really close by, like literally outside the house,
Yeah.
screaming for us to be able to hear that clearly
so
on
we
the
went
video.
And we were
upstairs
there like
immediately
4:30 in the
and-
afternoon too.
It's not like the lady who's running like the model homes. She's like yelling for you to get out the
Right.
house.
No, here's the thing. When she came into the house, when she came in to kind of tell us, hey, we're like shutting down for today.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, by the way, we heard a very loud scream. But we're in the house by ourselves.
She looked so
And it
frightened.
sounded like it was upstairs.
Was she
So
like,
we're going to go home now. So
She
have
was
a
like-
good day.
We were like, bye. She's like, oh,
I'll
she'll
check
go
on
check
it.
it out.
she's like, you guys are leaving me?
She was
Wait,
terrified,
where are you going?
bro.
This poor woman, we probably gave her like a heart
Terrified.
attack.
Please don't leave me.
Is she alive still? Do we know?
I don't know.
On the news the next morning, it was like, woman found at model home. Like, oh gosh, no.
Poor lady.
But yeah.
All right. So time of Halloween.
Hold on.
Everybody likes
Oh.
2, 1.
Sorry,
Follow us on
Sauce-
no.
Sauce-
So
You got another story?
One more story.
Oh, one more. All
So
right.
one time we went with my family. We were, I think, like Northern California.
Oh yeah.
We were in this
yeah.
like ghost town, and you can go look at old shops and stuff, and they have like old candy and whatnot. And so we go to this like haunted tour in this building where they say that people will find or like they hear a lot of ghosts. And so we're on the tour, and mid tour, this guy who was acting weird the whole time disappears.
weird.
And the tour like guy was like, anyone know where that guy went? And we're like, everyone was like kind of looking
Bertram?
around like, we're like, no. And so they made me go look for him. And so,
Okay.
no,
The,
Hey,
the tour
you.
guide's like, hey, kids, scram, go
no,
get
so I was
him.
like, oh, I'll go look. And so I'm looking around, and like, there's nobody in there.
That's
He
weird.
disappeared. But then I'm taking photos all throughout because I'm like, I'm trying to capture something.
Trying to catch a
And
ghost.
so there's this long hallway, and there's this door frame at the end, and there's no one in the door frame. And I take the photo, and then at the end of the tour, I'm looking at all my photos, and I look in that hallway photo, and there's this figure standing in the doorway, and it looks like it has like a cowboy hat on and stuff,
Okay.
and like it would fit that
Okay.
time,
Creepy.
and yeah, it was super creepy.
Creepy ghost
And
cowboy.
we could also put that photo.
We'll throw that up on the
video.
IGs or
Yeah.
something.
All right, real quick pause from the scary stuff. I'm on Instagram, right?
Okay.
Ty Dolla $ign posts the track list for his album coming out on Friday.
Yes.
And there's a track with Anderson .Paak, Kanye, and Thundercat. Guess what the name of the track is?
What?
Track 6.
It's called that.
It's called Track 6. Look at this.
Kanye's gonna ruin the
Track
song, bro.
6.
I know for a
featuring
fact
Kanye
Kanye's
West,
gonna
Anderson
ruin it.
.Paak, Thundercat.
Yeah.
I-
Kanye's
No, hey, hold on.
I'm willing to bet Kanye's gonna have
Kanye's
the
not-
worst verse on the entire song.
Okay, but he's not. That doesn't mean he's gonna ruin it. Like I
don't
enjoyed him
know,
on
bro.
Ego Death. So we have 2 Kanye
Ego
features
Death
on this
he was
album.
terrible on.
Are you serious?
All right.
It's
All right.
terrible.
We got to get back
Sorry,
to
back to-
Halloween.
All right,
This is
let's
a
talk
Halloween
about these
episode.
movies.
I will be terrified and scared if Kanye ruins it. So
Adam ate an apple and made it legal to be naked.
All right. So during Halloween time, obviously everyone likes to, snuggle up on the couch and hide behind a pillow and a blanket and get scared and watch
maybe
a
you
scary
guys that are
movie.
in couples are a single
Yeah.
folk.
No, you don't do this with
Us.
your bros.
Oh.
It's
What do you
single
mean?
boys over here.
You
Give
do
me
this with your
some ghosts.
bros.
Give me.
Speaking of
Can't
bros,
see you.
it's funny. So our brother Nico, every time we go see a scary movie, this guy brings a blanket with him, and it's so funny because we go to the movies and he wants to, he likes watching scary movies, but he's actually scared of the movies, and he'll deny it. He'll be like, "Oh no,
He
no, it's
thinks
not
he's
scary."
tough.
Did he see Annabelle with us?
I think he might have.
I can't remember.
But every time it's funny, like he'll be like in the chair holding the blanket up, and like
Covering his
you'll look
face.
at him. Sometimes you'll look over during like a scary part, and this man's like not looking. He's like really looking away from the. And you're just like, okay,
Why is that the most anti-Nico, but also the most
the
Nico
most
thing I
Nico
can
thing
think
to
of?
do. But some of my
Nico's
favorite
gonna listen to this, but hey, I didn't like that part of the podcast.
He's
Right.
gonna give us one
Yeah.
pepper, bro.
one Nico Pepper. But I love one of my favorites, probably Annabelle. No, Annabelle. Now I just forgot it because of Annabelle.
Conjuring.
I'm sorry.
No,
Conjuring,
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Hereditary is a good
Still
one.
Finished it.
Deliver Us.
We haven't finished it.
So this one's called Deliver Us from Evil. It's a really cool one about this cop who has kind of like a sixth sense about like he kind of sense, I guess, like dark things, and he just basically comes across some like demons and whatnot. It's pretty interesting, kind of spooky. So
When did it come out? Like how?
a couple of years, like I don't know, maybe within the past 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Not that long ago.
these guys want to talk about a movie they just saw recently, a classic.
It's the okay. I'm not
Texas
even.
Classic.
Chainsaw Massacre.
It's the
It's
worst
the
movie
garbagest movie ever.
I've ever seen in my entire life. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the worst movie ever
They're talking
made.
about the OG too, like the original.
1974.
it
It
was
sucked.
so bad.
It was the worst movie
You
ever.
it
didn't love
74?
the very end when he's swinging the
When he's
chainsaw
dancing?
around?
When he's
He's like dancing with
Okay.
the chainsaw.
but then the abrupt ending is just like,
It made no sense.
what?
The entire movie. Okay.
Also, the fact that there's not a hint of a soundtrack.
Yeah, there's no music. It's just
It's
And that
just
guy.
you listen to the girl
He's-
run and scream, and you hear like
Wheelchair.
them breathing.
the only scary
it
thing,
sound-
the only scary
Uh.
thing about that is it's sort of based on a true serial killer.
Roughly based.
But
Like the whole plot was fictional, but it's based on like a dude who did that stuff.
yeah, he cut people up.
it's
If you want to
so
look him up, his name's
trash.
Ed Gein. He's a serial killer. He cut people up, turned them into lampshades, and
What the heck fell
oh
behind
god,
Bro.
What was that?
did we catch it on camera?
Guys, is the camera
I'm
rolling?
not
Guys,
joking. No, not even joking.
spooky.
The fact that I can't see anything already.
right behind you, Evan.
I'm like, no. I'm genuinely sketched out. What was that?
It was,
You'll have to watch the video and
Screw
see.
you.
You can also watch it on YouTube at The Certified Average Podcast. If you're listening on Podbean, Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Prime
It's
Podcast.
hot.
It's by you
All right,
too.
all right. If you guys had to choose from the classics, I'm choosing
Freddy
Freddy,
Krueger.
Jason from Friday the 13th,
Who'd win the
Texas
fight or
Chainsaw
something?
Massacre, Chucky, or
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Are we picking who to win in a fight or something?
Yeah, out of all, if those five,
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
He's whooping them all.
Michael Myers smacking.
That man
him?
can teleport, can't die. He's giant. That man's a beast.
I've never seen this.
Got my money
Although
on
Freddy
Chucky.
Krueger's kind of
Chucky.
I was just
Chucky.
like, Chucky's the worst of them all, bro.
No, I watched the new Chucky.
Oh no. What about Saw?
I was talking about just
The old
classic, like
man
old,
or the
old,
dog?
horror movies.
I'm willing to bet Saw is like a classic.
What's the part in Saw like? Is it where he's choking him out and his face just looks so weird? I have
Probably.
a video because it was like the funniest part
It's
of the
the
entire
weirdest thing,
movie
or
where he
what?
just looks so. I think it's when the cops like punching him or whatever, and he's like just on the ground beating him, and he looks so funny
what-
during it.
What's better?
He's getting killed though.
What's better, vampire movies, werewolf, or zombies?
Clearly, vampires.
This guy's gonna choose vampires.
Zombies.
Okay, Salsador. Unbiased
Zombies.
opinions.
I've never seen a
Zombies or
werewolf
what?
movie.
Like
Werewolf.
vampires,
Twilight.
vampires, werewolves, or zombies?
Zombies.
Best movies are
Vampires.
demon ones.
Demons.
5e. Sosa.
Yo, zombie.
Viral. Movie.
Zombie
Shout out to
movies,
Drake
though,
if you're
love
listening.
them.
Come on the podcast.
Like,
Jay
uh,
There's
Jones.
literally a movie called Zombeaver where it's killer beavers.
we gotta
What's
watch
the
that.
What's the Abraham Lincoln one? It's like Abe versus Vampire.
Abe Lincoln,
Yeah.
Vampire
Lincoln
Hunter.
Yeah, that one's
Vampire
actually
Hunter?
cool.
That one's pretty
I remember
dope,
seeing
actually.
the trailers for it. I was like, what? Why?
It's pretty tight.
Isn't there
Why
a
was he out of
The sequel is George Washington, werewolf.
Slayer?
lover?
or something?
Werewolf
Oh.
Stop.
That's why he's got the wooden teeth.
When he was crossing the
Oh.
Delaware, he wasn't going to kill the
Did
British.
George
He-
Washington have a peg leg?
What? What is he, a pirate
Why
now?
are we talking about George Washington?
He had a third peg. Leg, if
That's
you
like
know
just a
what I
genuine this
mean.
thought that popped up.
Bro, I don't care
Did he
about
have a-
George Washington.
This man had a peg leg.
He's dead, bro. He's been
Didn't he
dead.
like apple trees or something?
That was Johnny Appleseed.
no, he had an apple tree or something like that.
He like chopped
Something
down
like
an
that.
apple tree or something. That's
His
how he got
name
his
was
wood
Johnny
teeth. I don't know.
Appleseed.
He's
No.
Bogus. He's
it's
not
actually-
even real.
This guy's
He-
making out with
it's
apple
actually
trees.
he didn't have wooden teeth. They were the teeth of his slaves that he killed.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That guy sucks.
So listening, George Washington,
Canceled.
you suck.
Why is he on
Cancel
our
this man.
dollar?
I
I don't know.
So,
Blood money.
hey, make sure y'all be safe out there. Go get that trick or treat candy. Wear
Are we
your
done?
mask.
Are we wrapping it up?
We done?
What?
Yeah, bro, we done.
What?
We're calling it Dunsies.
We didn't talk. We barely talked about
Dunzos.
We gotta
movies.
talk about movies more.
Wait, how far in are we right now?
We're like we started at like
I don't know.
45. I think we're at like
What do you,
No, it's been rolling for a
40.
while.
Say the time, Evan.
we're at like
thought
we're at
it
like
did.
we're at like 40 minutes right now.
We wanted to keep
Yeah.
it short.
Okay, so
No, we need to talk about movies.
what is your
below.
favorite
Let's
scary
get-
movie and why?
Let's go. Okay, let's go around.
Like,
Hunter,
put it-
you go first because
actually,
you know more.
Let's
You're
do
more
that,
adept.
and then let's do like an elevator pitch where it's like, okay, pitch a scary movie to me,
I'm down.
but in one sentence,
Okay.
One sentence.
because that's what an elevator pitch is.
I don't know if I have a favorite scary movie because
Wait.
I think Hereditary is like
It's a
just
solid movie.
amazing, incredible. I think that was mine. Who knows?
I don't.
Um,
Did you say that was yours too, or are you
What a
just saying
great
that was like?
reason.
No, I would say Hereditary is like one of the top
I know.
movies. One of my top
I was
movies.
talking about the camera.
What?
Evan,
What?
there was a noise on the camera.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
said
that's
that
what the noise was?
mine.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah. Okay.
camera. Do you guys like more like the super serious like scary movies, or do you like the ones that are kind of like
Like
I
the
guess like
spoof ones?
cheesy? Yeah, like kind of cheesy.
I
Kind
hate
of.
those.
I like them both. I think like a haunted house is really funny. I thought it was funny at least.
Haunted Mansion, Eddie Murphy.
Yo, that one.
Bro, that movie's good. I just watched that the other
Bro,
day.
me and Mason found it on DVD at
So
Savers
good.
the other day.
Did you get it?
No,
No.
I mean, it's on
come on,
Disney
man.
Plus.
What?
it's cool.
DVD.
It's nothing crazy though.
All right, Hereditary, The Witch, The Lighthouse, Conjuring,
Is it like would the Lighthouse be a
Personally-
horror movie?
Annabelle.
I love the
Annabelle.
Is it a
Conjuring
horror
movies.
movie? The Lighthouse?
Huh?
I don't,
It's pretty creepy.
it's creepy. I don't know if I'd
I
say
wouldn't deem
I
it.
know it is. It's just not like
I
horror
wouldn't
movie.
deem it like your typical horror movie,
No,
but
it is now that I think about it.
but it is definitely a horror. But
Get Out, greatest horror movie of all time.
Dude, Jordan Peele.
Get Out's good.
No,
Get Out
Us.
is
It's like a
good.
commentary. Us is like the U.S. United
Get Out's
States.
good. I wouldn't consider it horror. I would do
No.
more suspense.
Yeah.
That's like saying like, oh, would you say Psycho like Alfred Hitchcock is a horror movie?
She move
Yeah.
her money like a psycho.
What?
Oh,
Cyclone.
what I do-
It's a
I know.
Cyclone.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
I thought it
saying
was
that
tripping.
because of song. Now you make me look. I don't know that song.
No, you thought.
Baby
This
Bash
guy, you
Cyclone
thought-
featuring T-Pain.
Okay,
I know
actually,
it.
I love the Insidious movies.
Those
Paranormal
movies
Activity.
suck.
I've never
What
seen
are you
them.
talking about?
They suck.
She move her body like a.
Insidious 1 has Darth Maul in it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's got Darth
It's
Maul.
literally Darth
very
Maul.
end. Wait,
And he's supposed to be a
I always
demon.
get so confused of the Conjurings and Insidious because aren't they?
It's the same actor.
It's the same actors. That's
Yeah.
why.
They're
I
like the
thought-
same
he's
people,
in
though.
like every scary movie.
Yo, he's like the
that
Godfather
little
of horror
girl?
movies.
Okay, which is the one where where they play the real life?
Conjuring.
That's Conjuring. Okay, where they're the real life.
For the actual like ghost hunters or
What
whatever.
is it?
What are their names?
Warren, something
Fred
Warren,
No.
something.
It's not.
Warren,
It's not
though.
Warren. It
It's
starts with a
Warren.
W though.
No,
It's
it's
Warren.
Warren.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Look at me talking.
And the
like
wife
I
just
know it.
died too. I think she just passed away.
She did. Yeah.
Yeah. She was alive
Rest
for
in
a while.
peace.
Us humans just lost a good
R.I.P.
soldier.
But she was the one I think that could actually sense like the ghost more, where he was like more. He was there to like.
He was like doing the
investigation
exorcism.
part.
He was a camera
Yeah.
guy. You got it, babe.
You're doing good, babe.
Oh, got one.
Oh, it's right here.
I think the Twilight Zone series is amazing and is untouchable, and they never should have done a reboot.
I never saw the reboot.
They just look like garbage from the.
You want to watch
The
them
trailer.
tonight?
What do you think about?
I have a paper to write.
What do you think about the evolution of the zombies over time? Like starting from like what is it? Night of the Living Dead's the very first zombie movie, and the zombies are just like barely moving, just kind of like, and then like say today, World War Z, where the zombies are like full on running, like they're like
Those are terrifying,
insane.
bro.
like
Yo,
obviously
World
if-
War Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Evolution.
Like they went from just like barely walking and like they looked like they were like just actors with like almost like a grayish paint on them, and that was
Yeah.
it. And then they go from like these insane CGI zombies that are just like, and they're running at you and just like full on sprinting. There's no way you're gonna outrun those zombies. Like
Yo,
if I was in the
Zombieland.
like if zombies were to be real, it's like you want those Night of the Living Dead zombies,
Right.
or even just the Walking Dead zombies.
Bro,
could beat 'em
when
all.
people die in The Walking Dead,
Oh my god! In Walking
how
Dead, I
dumb are
hated
you?
I'm just built different.
How dumb are
I
you?
would not die.
like the zombies. Literally, were just like,
and they're like,
oh my gosh,
leaning
oh,
into
I'm
them.
dying.
You literally have to flick their head and it burst open.
Honestly, they're so frail. Everything, their skin's like literally
Like,
falling
how are you
off.
dying?
That's why, like, it was funny. Like, why are they using guns? It's like you literally could just run around. Like, I could probably kill zombies with this little plastic sword. I would just run around and just bop them.
Just bonk them on the head.
Hit
Literally,
them in the head.
with like a t-ball baseball bat, you could
You
kill.
could walk everywhere too. I think everywhere you could just walk
it's gonna
and
fall.
you would be just
It's
fine.
gonna fall.
Don't you dare!
Oh, two goals. We got two goals.
Goals.
ghost house?
Okay, guys,
Ooh.
gremlins, ghouls, or ghosts? Which are better?
Which ones?
Okay, let's do the elevator pitches.
All right.
Your ideal, like, what horror movie would you make?
Okay, you're stuck in an elevator
A
with a
little-
zombie.
Listening to this elevator pitch.
And you have to repopulate the earth.
No.
Are you the girl or boy?
No, you have to survive.
Wait, what about that elevator movie? The Devil? It's just called Devil. It was M. Night
No, that's
Shyamalan's
good.
movie.
Devilivator?
The whole movie is about people stuck in an elevator. And you're like, how could that be a good movie?
What? Hey, oh, me and me.
You've never
Platform.
seen that movie?
I haven't seen it, no.
You thinking of the
That's
platform?
good.
I'm thinking of the platform, yeah. That was a
It's
good one.
fire.
They're literally, I think it's like 4 people or 5 people are literally stuck in an elevator and like weird stuff starts going on. And
What
Like
like,
hallucinate and whatnot?
What's that show on Netflix? It's not The Haunting of Bly Manor, but it's the one before it. Like the
Haunting
Haunting.
of Hill House. Beck and I are
Dude.
watching it right now.
I've watched one episode and I don't remember it
We're
very
like-
well, so I need to revisit
Yeah,
it.
we're like 4 episodes because the second, well, they're connected, I guess, but they're not
it's like
connected
a
in a
sequel,
way.
kind of.
Sequel or prequel
whatever.
almost. It's actually a really good show. Like it's pretty good.
My favorite horror series is Black Mirror.
There you go.
It's so scary. Technology.
So scary.
I think for me, I like more the scary
I hate
movies.
this
Like
bedsheet.
I kind of like the weird sci-fi. Like the one I could think of that I really like, and I just rewatched it.
2001.
The movie the Thing. It's just called Thing. It's like where they're stuck in that.
Is that a Fantastic Four?
It's in like
Origin
ice
story?
No.
or like in
No.
polar.
No,
or
they're
wherever.
stuck up in an Antarctic
Should be.
base, and this like alien creature thing infiltrates the base, and it could like mimic, like it could like Mesa could be the Thing, and we wouldn't know, and then it would just start attacking us like that.
Are
I think
you the
those are
Thing?
kind of creepy like that.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Greatest
Showman.
horror thing.
Best movie
No.
ever.
The greatest horror entity of all time is Michael Jackson's Thriller music video.
The Babadook.
Have you seen Chris Brown in the Wall to Wall music video? He
mean,
kind of
right?
crawls on walls.
He's a
kinda
vampire.
scary.
Have you seen the
He's
Lil
a
Dicky and Chris
vampire.
Brown music video?
No. Halloween stuff. Back to it.
Okay.
What do you think about when they remake Halloween movies? Like
Oh, they suck.
no,
they don't
they're
do
good.
so good. I don't know. What do you think?
not all of them.
They're
are good.
redoing the Texas Chainsaw
Yep,
Massacre.
I just saw that. You
So-
said that.
They've
Yeah.
already redone it.
Well, they're redoing
They're
it
They've
again.
redone it.
redoing
They've
it?
redone
Yes.
it. I think twice.
A new they
Oh.
posted a new
But they're
poster
redoing
for it
That
yesterday.
actually, that poster actually looks cool.
They're gonna have what's his name? Timothy Chalamet as the guy.
Him
No.
just dancing.
No, they're not.
Wait, what's the movie that hasn't come out yet? It's not a Jordan Peele
The New
movie, or I
Mutants?
think he was
oh.
like an executive producer on it.
Oh,
but
it's the one. It's the
Uh,
one with FKA Twigs, right?
yeah,
The
and
actress.
It's like the.
No, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of.
It's like the guy. He
no,
has
is
like
it
the
FKA
hook.
Twigs?
He has the guy that has
No,
like
it-
the
You're thinking
hook.
of a different
You're thinking of
thing.
the different one. It's what's it called? Yes. What's it?
It's
I
the
don't even know if
guy.
it's
Say it in the
Candyman.
his name in the mirror.
Candyman.
Whatever happened to that?
Oh, we're gonna die.
But
Oh, we said it.
It's
That
still,
movie-
it got pushed back because of COVID.
no,
Oh,
but see, like that actually looks like a decent remake. I'm like, that looks pretty good.
That movie still looks dumb to me. Just the plot of it is stupid.
It
it's
looks
like
sketchy.
Beetlejuice.
I
though.
probably won't watch it.
It's like they try to take Beetlejuice and make it more serious.
You won't see it?
It looks dumb.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
One movie-
Oh, Candyman's coming. Candyman.
Wait,
One movie that I
It looks
recommend.
sketchy though. Not sketchy, but like
Looks
intense.
It's
lame.
not a
They're
horror movie,
lame.
but
You're lame.
me,
up.
excuse me. I have the talking stick.
Guys, fingers up, fingers.
Quiet Coyote.
Put them up.
Yo, Mason and
Sausador.
Mason and my mom and I,
Sausador.
we watched. Hey, Mason and my mom and I, we watched The Invitation on Netflix.
Bro,
that movie is amazing.
That movie's
It's
so weird.
pretty solid.
Dude.
That movie's good.
10 out of 10.
I was like, this.
I should watch that again.
What is he? He's like cut your finger off or cut your ear off. He like makes him do something. No,
Do not recall.
No,
it's
never
really
mind.
just they
Some
want
of that might.
I'm
You're
mixing
thinking
the
of
other
something
movie.
else.
I'm mixing.
Scariest
There's the other
movie?
movie called like Would You Rather.
Scariest
And it's like a
movie
game that they're all
ever,
playing.
ever,
I remember
ever
that. Never saw
made.
it.
Bandersnatch.
Tusk.
Tusk is
If you have
creepy.
not seen it, go watch it on
Tusk?
Netflix.
No, Tusk is
not.
like Human Centipede. It's
The
like just weird like
scariest
that.
movie
Tusk is weird.
ever.
Wait, you can't talk
Bro.
about Halloween season without talking about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton.
That is a Halloween
You
movie.
got- Gotta
Bro, saw
watch
it in
that.
theaters for the first
How
time.
was it in
so
theaters? Yeah, how was it in theaters? I
It
would
was
love to
so
see it in theaters.
Amazing. It was the best. once in a lifetime experience.
Dang.
Actually, you could buy multiple tickets.
That's exactly
Well,
how I felt when I
yeah.
saw Empire Strikes Back in theaters.
The movies are closing again, so you can't see
Dang,
it.
bro.
That's
He
true.
saw it right before.
That's true. Fair point. Fair point.
But
Fair
it was
point.
only out for this whole week.
Oh, okay.
You guys missed it anyways.
But no, it's got to be cool to see like a classic.
But it was
movie like
$1.
that. $1.
It was a
Dang.
Oh,
what,
Galaxy,
like,
right?
a bunch of movies, $1 Galaxy.
Yeah. Coco, that, Harry Potter,
Harry Potter. What?
a couple other things.
There's a few other movies, you know.
Coco
Not bad.
would be a movie you could watch during Halloween time, just because it's like Day of the Dead.
People
kinda.
dying, you know.
Yeah, but
Classics.
Dia de los Muertos.
All right, I'm hungry.
Dia de los Muertos.
all right.
You want to wrap it up now?
Yeah, wrap it up now.
So once again, thank you for listening to Certified Average Podcast, our Halloween edition. Evan, are you good, bro?
This is literally how I've been staring the whole time because I can't move that much. I'm watching my candle.
Are you gonna be dripping sweat under that?
Came through tripping.
I'm actually
All
not
right.
sweating that
We're
much.
all
My head's
sweating.
really
Yeah.
itchy.
All right.
If you're watching YouTube,
Yeah.
please like the video, maybe subscribe, watch future videos that are coming out. If you're listening on iTunes, please leave us a review.
Or Podbean, Spotify.
Wherever, leave us a review. Go to our
Pandora.
Instagram and leave us a comment.
MySpace.
We're going to try and post some pics or videos
Google
of these
Play,
creepy
Yeah.
things we're talking about.
Amazon Music.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Have a happy Halloween.